This is officially the start of the Singapore Grand Prix. Now we are in 22 September, and as you can see, we have some upgrades for this weekend. So from Albon, road dampers. Let's see if we have it. Advance. Yes.
Okay, mate, I'm pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Perfect. We have more upgrades for this weekend. That's really nice. In messages, we have this message, I think. Hello, Danny. We are currently tracking nicely towards our contract target. It's all smiles from myself and the team. Your current progress has been attached to this email, so feel free to take a look. Let's see how far you can push your performances this season. Yes, okay, that's the driver ratings and recognition targets for the season. As you know, we set the highest one, and ratings I signed that I should to be at least in 75 targets or ranking points at the end of the season. 7 races to go and we are in 74, so things looking good. So as long we do a couple of good races more, we will complete the target, so that's nice. And in terms of recognitions, the minimum target is 43 and we are in 55, so it's been very good. So this race in Azerbaijan don't ruin or shadow the good season I'm doing. So let's move on to the specialists for this weekend. Available 4 of them. The previous weekend we achieved the level 2 in most of the departments, so that means we have more perks available that will help us to develop the car and to reduce failure chance in the development of the pieces, so that's great for developing the car faster. And the goals for this weekend in our fights to reach the last level 3, it's drive 338 kilometers during the race weekend, or complete 5 laps using at least 2 different engine components during a race weekend. So let's select the this one because I will make changes during the weekend. In wind tunnel not available. Power unit, we are in level 1 only here. I think we can reach level 2 this weekend if we do something great. And to achieve the goal, we have to achieve 4 purple sectors during a race weekend. Very difficult, I think. Or use overtake ERS mode for 40 seconds during a race weekend. So let's do this one. In material fabrication planner, we are in level 1 as well. We need 500 points more to reach level 2. Goals: stress test any tires to above 32% wear during the weekend, or complete 6 laps without any penalties or warnings during the race weekend. Let's select this one. So yeah, let's select this one. I think this one is difficult because probably I will stress tires more than that. In quality assurance tester, we are level 2. A lot of points to achieve to reach next level. And goals: leave and coast 35 seconds or more during a race weekend, or in practice complete a lap using at least 2 sets of tires. So this one is very easy. And strategy analyst not available this weekend. Let's set as a primary specialist this weekend this one, because I think it's possible to reach level 2. That's in chassis. So, and we are developing chassis pieces, and we will do in the future. So probably this department it's very good for us. So let's go. Details. As I said before, we are in 74 in the ratings. Target is 75. We will do it. Just we need to complete a couple of races more in doing a great performance, and we will have it. So that's nice. In recognition, as I said, we are in 55. We lose 1 point after Azerbaijan, probably because of my bad race, but you know, it's nice to be in front. So accolades. Well, as you know, we achieved these 2 accolades this season. The only one we can achieve before the end of the season is this one, to achieve top 10, top 5 qualifying positions in quali. We have 7, left 3. It will be difficult because there are only now 7 races to go. That means we have to be in top 5 in quali in 3 races of the last 7. In a Williams it's not easy, but still be impossible, and that will give us a lot of points in the ratings. So let's try to fight for it. In rivals, well, the rivalries is here. Something is getting tighter. In champions in points, obviously we did not score points, Alex and me last race, so I still leading Alex by a lot of points. In qualifying results, I beat Alex again. In qualifying, I'm destroying Alex, 15-2. I will finish ahead of Alex because there are only 7 qualifying sessions ahead, so he only can beat me 7 times more, and I beat him 15, so... In podium finishes, I have my podium in Saudi Arabia. Alex, who knows, maybe achieve a podium. Will be difficult, but for the moment I'm leading. And I have a pole position as highest qualifying position. I don't think Alex will do a pole position, so I think this one is secure for me, that this department. But in race results is when I start to be a bit more afraid or concerned. Alex beat me in the last 2 races in race. So now it's 10-7. So that means Alex has possibilities to match me and to be ahead of me in race results. So we need soon to beat Alex as soon as possible in the next races to secure also this area, you know. And best finishing position, I have the podium, as I said, in Saudi Arabia, 3rd place. Alex 6th place, best place. Maybe achieve a podium. It's not something crazy to think about it, but it's difficult. So race results, be careful with that. We are in a situation that is comfortable, but Alex is catching me, so... And my rivalry with Duhan, we have to reach 76 in ratings to beat Duhan. I think we can do it. To be honest. And we have to do it because we will receive a lot of points for ratings. So it's looking good, but obviously after the bad race in Azerbaijan, the rating points were not increased too much. So let's make sure in this Singapore we have a really good qualifying session and a good race. It will be very important for me. So yeah, let's see what we can do from that regard. What else? Now R&D. No, sorry. Driver rating graph. After Azerbaijan, we have more experience. Probably that's the only thing that increased after the race, because I finished the race, and that was one of the reasons because I really wanted to finish the race in Azerbaijan, to increase the experience and more points for the ratings. Obviously, the blue line, the racecraft, you know, decreased a bit because I finished P18, and I did not overtake in this race. The awareness, that is the orange, I think I did not receive penalties, so FIA decided that my incidents did not deserve to have penalties. I not agree, because at least the crash I had with Russell, I should to receive a warning or something. But yeah, it's great for me, so I keep increasing. Pace increased a bit because the qualifying was really good. I finished P6. That gave me a bit more of points, and obviously focus decreased a bit because with the race I had in Azerbaijan, obviously I finished much worse than expected with the car I have, that is the 5th fastest, so the focus decreased a bit. So I lost points, but in general, considering how bad was the race for me in Azerbaijan, it's not bad at all. We are in 74, as I said, but we are really close to reach 75. We need just a couple of points more, probably maybe in practice. After practice sessions we achieve the ranking. I'm not sure, but it's looking good. So what else? Now R&D, guys. This weekend we have a lot of points that we saved in the previous one to develop now more interesting things. Actually, we are the 5th fastest team, as I said. In aerodynamics, we have things to improve, as wheel ring covers, that is developing Alex. We can develop this one. The end plates, that should be nice for more downforce. It's a major upgrade. In chassis, we have this upgrade, roll dampers, that will give us this weekend less tire wear. That's nice. In a circuit like Singapore, tire wear is key, so that's that upgrade is very good. We have unlocked the heat dampers, that also will give us much less tire wear, but obviously we have to develop it. We can develop... No, Albon is developing the rear floor under tray. That is a minor upgrade, but will give us a bit more of performance in chassis. And also we can develop this, the energy store cell positioning, that give us lower, I think will give us a reduction, a better weight redistribution chassis, so probably will give us more speed in medium and high speed corners. So that should be a very interesting upgrade. That is major. In powertrain, we can develop the exhaust. That will give us more power, but in powertrain we are really in a really good position. The rotor speed, that will give us the quantity of energy produced. That's great for recover energy in the batteries. That will be a very good upgrade. Fuel technology efficiency, to reduce the fuel use per race, and in that way to have less kilos in the car at the beginning of the race and to be lighter and faster. That would be nice. And in durability, well, we develop a lot of pieces. This one should be the only one that I'm interested, but I need 60% recognition, so we are okay. So basically I think we have to decide between develop an aerodynamic upgrade, that is this one. We have to decide to receive more downforce or to improve the chassis to make it lighter, or also to develop the hip dampers to have less tire wear, or the exhaust to receive more power, or the rotor speed to increase the amount of energy we produce in braking to recover the battery. And it's difficult to decide. But being honest, guys, in chassis is the area where we are more weak. So I think in the last races I was focusing to develop the chassis, and I think that's what I will going to do, guys. We can develop this upgrade that should be ready after Mexico, but let's try to rush and to have it before the US Grand Prix. That is a circuit where to have a good chassis is really important. So let's see if we can do it. And there is a 35% failure chance. That is not so big. So I think this is the piece I will develop, guys. I think that can give us a lot of points. Look at the ranking. If we develop this piece, we are almost the last car in chassis, but we can positioning ourselves much higher. So I think this is the piece I really want, guys. I really want to increase or to improve the chassis, because I think for the US Grand Prix for Brazil will be very important as well to have a good chassis, and it's the area where we need to improve most. So I think for me it's the ideal piece to develop. I will do that. So let's go for it. And obviously now with the points we have, that is 295, we cannot do too much things. I think we can develop something here that I saw before. Or not. No, I think we cannot develop anything else. So yeah, I think that's it. That's the points I use. I think it's the best decision, because as I said, you see the graphic there, the circle graphic in chassis, that is the green area. It's much worse than the rest. So in that way we will have a very balanced car. We are able to increase our efficiency in terms of chassis. I think it's the best decision we can take. In progress, it says this one from my part. From Alex is also developing something in the chassis. As you can see, we are very focused in the chassis. Should be ready for 13 October before the US Grand Prix. So that means if these two pieces works in the US Grand Prix, we will have a great car, guys, in terms of chassis. So I can't wait for it. Let's see. Obviously in Singapore we will not have we'll have the upgrade of the dampers to reduce the tire wear, but we have no performance upgrades. But let's see what we can do. And in vehicle, as always, in practice normally I use an all engine to save a bit of wear. For practice 1 I will use the second engine. I will use the first kinetic, the The heat is okay, we are safe, but let's use the second one. And the turbo, let's use the second turbo as well. That is in 49% actually. And gearbox, a new one. That is no problem, we have a lot. And the energy store is the only thing that concerns, because as you know, I only have two. If I have to use a new one, I will receive a penalty. Singapore is not a nice place to receive penalties. The second one is in 48%. That means if it reaches 50%, I will start to lose capacity in the battery in terms of energy deployment. That's not nice. Probably in this Grand Prix, in the race, I will suffer a bit with this energy store, because it will reach 50% or more, but we can survive in this race. But for the next one, in the US Grand Prix, probably I will have to think about to receive a penalty. But for the moment, let's use the first energy store that is really rare, but I think I had to do it because I need to save as much as possible this one for quali and race. And now tire allocation. In this weekend we are in a one step harder than previous week in Azerbaijan. So now the medium tire that was in Azerbaijan here is the soft, and that means that the hard tire is harder. So probably here, as it's Singapore, maybe the hard tire is not nice. It's not a good tire here, but I think the medium tire will be key. Medium tires will be key here in this Grand Prix. So I think this time I will go for balance, to have an extra set of medium tires that I think it can be the best one for this race. So to have two sets of mediums, I think will be very important. So this weekend I will go for this balance. That means I will have one soft tire less for qualifying. That means I will have to maximize my tries in qualifying, in Q1 especially, to try to save tires for Q2 and Q3, but it's a risk that we have to take, because as I said, medium tire I think will be the best tire so far. So to have two, I think it will be very key, will be the key. And finally, before to go to the Grand Prix weekend, the standings. Let's take a quick look. We did not score points in Azerbaijan, so we're still in 90, but we have a good advantage over Alonso. I think he scored a couple of points, I'm not sure. And in constructor we are really safe. We still having a lot of points. I think we are our 5th place is secure, so nice. And in season results, obviously in the top places, Verstappen did not win 2 races without victory. That's news, but he has a massive advantage over Norris. It's true that in the last races Norris was ahead. Just Leclerc won the last 2 races. Ferrari is coming alive, and Leclerc, 3rd win of the season. Sorry, 4th win. Leclerc has won 4 races this season. Unbelievable. Norris only has won 1, and Piastri only has won 1 in a much better car. So the season of Leclerc is impressive. It's 3rd in the championship, far away from Lando, it's true. Lando really consistent, but he needs to win more. Piastri, terrible season in general. Starts in a really good shape, but from Saudi Arabia, very bad season. He lost the chances in the championship. He will fight with Leclerc for P3. And Russell very consistent, really consistent. As always in the top 6, some 5, some podiums, 5th. Hamilton after Canada is doing a great season. Even win a win in Silverstone. Fastest lap the other day before. Still in 6th, but close to Russell. Tsunoda, good season considering what he did in real life. His season is being good. One win in Monaco. I think he has 3 podiums. Is there. And then it's me that after, after Italy and then Dutch Grand Prix on points, I miss points. It's the 5th or 6th time, 5th time of the season that I miss points. So I was very consistent. The results has been very good. So yeah, in general I did that good. I'm doing a really great season. Alonso scored points the last race, so that means the gap with him is a bit tighter. And also Antonelli, Ocon also scored points. That is ahead now of Alexander. That after 5 consecutive races in points, Alex did not score points. Probably without the incident he had in Azerbaijan, he will be able to score points. So that's how things goes. And at the bottom, well, only 2 drivers without points, Lujan and Hayar. but our position is still being very good. Trophies, we continue finishing races, and stats. Average finish is 9th and grid is 6th. That's really nice. So more than 11,000 kilometers driven, a lot of laps complete. Really good stats. Now guys, move on to the Grand Prix weekend panel. Finally, let's see if we what is the weather forecast of the weekend. Can we have our first wet race in Singapore? Will be crazy. Tire allocation is in balance. Yes. Move on to the Grand Prix panel. Let's see the upgrades the rest of the teams have for this weekend. Let's see if we still win the 5th fastest team or not. And let's be ready. In 9 minutes, we start the practice 1, guys, in Singapore. Don't miss it on Twitch, so don't forget to follow me there. And we have, wow, we have rain in Singapore, guys. Unbelievable. Race day in rain conditions. And also today, wow, what a weekend in Singapore. A lot of rain. Wow, that changed everything. Might make it really exciting weekend. Wow, what a surprise. Our first wet race will be in Singapore, guys. Street circuit night time. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Message, obviously, the upgrades for this weekend, the roll dampers. Wow, heavy rain. We will have a really big storm at the very end of the race. That can change everything, guys. That can change absolute everything. Wow, what a really interesting Grand Prix we have ahead. Interesting. And qualifying dry. That will be completely dry. But you know, race will be really exciting until the very end. Anything will be secure with that rain at the end. So wow, very interesting race ahead. Now finally, let's see what. Okay, we still been the fifth fastest team. This weekend we have not great upgrades. We increase a bit. We improve a bit our car using the blue line. We are closer to Mercedes even because Mercedes has no upgrades this weekend. Ferrari did a big step, passing Red Bull. So Leclerc, watch out with Leclerc. Last 2 wins, maybe can win again. But McLaren is still leading. I have some upgrades here as well. We are catching Mercedes little by little. In every race we are getting closer to Mercedes for the 4th fastest team. And Sauber has done an incredible step forward. Now is the slower car. Alpine is the second slower car, and now Sauber, that was at last the whole season, is the 8th fastest car. Bisha Kasab did not improve, and Aston Martin did not improve in this weekend, so we're still having a good margin with these teams. But it's true that here Singapore is not the track where we are not so good as we were in Italy or Azerbaijan, that are tracks with a lot of speed sections, straight line sections. Singapore is much different. Here our cars should not be so competitive, but let's see with the upgrades we are bringing this weekend. You have chances to fight for Q3 and points in the race. So, guys, this is the moment to say goodbye on YouTube. So, in 6 minutes, let's start the practice session with rain conditions. So make sure you don't miss this weekend. Danny Floss 1, I will be racing now. Practice 1 in 6 minutes. People on YouTube, please move on to my Twitch account to don't miss the weekend. It will be really fun this rain with in a street circuit. So see you there, guys. People on YouTube, people on Twitch and Kick, stay here. We continue. Thank you for watching, guys, on YouTube, and move on, as I said, to Twitch, and don't miss the rest of the weekend.